Hey folks, Todd at Freedom Fighter Tactical. Today we are going to talk about why that brand new Benelli M4 that you bought with the skeletonized stock won't collapse. Let's get started right now. Hey there, this is Todd at Freedom Fighter Tactical. Welcome to my channel. Be sure to hit the subscribe button down below and hit the bell if you like videos regarding the Benelli M4, in fact, the Benelli M1, M2, M3, Super Black Eagle 1, 2, and 3. You're a shotgunner, you're new to shotgunning, and you want information on Benelli shotguns, this is the place to be. I have been releasing videos in 2020 twice a week, once on Mondays, which is kind of a status of business and inventory update. So you know, during this Chinese virus crisis, during the UPS meltdown and packages moving slow here in December 2020, you know that I am open, I am serving, I am here at the phone number on the website, at the email on the website, on YouTube, on Instagram, wherever else, serving you in your Benelli M4 and actually your Benelli aftermarket parts needs. So that's what this channel is about. On Mondays, on Thursdays, or Fridays, I try to do an informational video, a how-to. Maybe we take something apart, maybe we put it back together. But this week, I've got something really interesting to talk about. We're going to talk about, there's a lot of guys out there that are buying M4 shotguns, and they have the skeletonized stock on there. And a lot of these guys don't know that the skeletonized stock doesn't collapse. They think it does. They don't even test it out before they buy it and race home, only to find out to their dismay that the collapsible stock does not collapse, which makes it not a collapsible stock. It makes it a skeletonized stock. And there's a lot of confusion about this. I field a lot of phone calls about this, and we're going to discuss this thoroughly. Be sure to like the video down below if this is the kind of content that you like. In fact, I encourage you, and I do this in all my videos, but I encourage you to give a thumbs up to all the videos out there in the gun community, in the gun culture that you watch on a daily basis, because YouTube is hostile to the gun topics, and they don't make it easy for us, folks. They let us exist, but there's a lot of strange rules and things that don't apply or things that do apply that make it tricky being doing anything gun related on YouTube, as you can imagine. So any positivity that you can shower on any gun channel that you watch, any gun videos that you watch, whether it's a subscribe or a thumbs up, I highly encourage you doing it because it just helps us all out in the long run. So here's the scenario, and I get this call multiple times a week. Guy goes into a store. He's been searching for an M4, and he finally finds one, or she, right? Let's be fair to everybody. And all races, creeds, colors, genders, whatever, whoever it is, goes into the gun store, and they find an M4, and to their delight, it's not sold. It's got the skeletonized stock on it, and they're thinking, wow, okay, I can get the collapsible stock on this gun. I'm throwing my money down and I'm getting this gun. And they do that. And they run home and they start playing with it, and they realize that the stock won't collapse, okay? And they're dismayed. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to think. They feel cheated. Okay, first of all, I'm going to explain to you why you don't need to feel cheated, and then I'm going to explain to you why your stock won't collapse. Because a lot of these guys have no idea why their stock won't collapse. The button's there, and it might go an inch or two, it turns, whatever, but it won't collapse, it won't lock in. Okay, so first off, these guys call me up and they say, I bought the wrong gun, or I've been cheated, or I've been scammed. No, you haven't, okay? The collapsible stock, or the skeletonized stock, whatever you want to call it, goes for as high as $1,000 on Gunbroker lately. I actually had a guy call and tell me this week he spent $1,000 on a collapsible stock this week, and he puts it on his gun and it won't collapse. And he feels cheated with whoever sold him the collapsible stock. I think he said he bought it on eBay. Well, I told him, you weren't cheated. People buy these guns at Bass Pro or wherever, and they get home and it won't collapse and they feel cheated. And I tell them, don't feel cheated. The collapsible stock consists of two pieces. It consists of the pistol grip part of the stock, and it consists of the stock itself, which they're both about the same size when you put them together and side by side. Neither piece is very big. And that's what the guy on eBay paid for. He paid for the pistol grip with the stock portion. That's all he paid for. If you were to buy a collapsible stock directly from Benelli, that's all you get is the pistol grip and the stock portion. Of course, you can't buy these direct from Benelli, but you could buy that direct from Benelli all day long and run home and it still doesn't work on your gun. Why doesn't it work on your gun? Well, you don't have the right tube, the recoil tube that it sits on, okay? The correct recoil tube for the collapsible stock, if you want it to collapse, is going to generally be a 3-position recoil tube. And it has 3 notches in the sides. You can see them, see there's 3 notches? Those are the 3 notches in the side that allow you, there's actually, it looks like 4 notches in this one, but it's not. It's 3, this is a 3-notched tube, and it allows you to collapse the stock. And so you could have 100 shotguns made by Benelli, all M4s, all comes with the collapsible stock, but if it doesn't have this correct tube on it, they're not going to collapse. Or you could have 100 Benelli M4s that you bought with the regular standard pistol grip stock. Buy wherever on the planet you buy collapsible stocks, throw them all on your 100 guns, and if your 100 guns has the 1-position tube, the collapsible stock still isn't going to work. You need to have the right tube. I know it seems a little convoluted, but so there's 2 components that are working here. To have the collapsible stock, you need the collapsible stock. You need the 2-piece skeletonized stock. But that is worthless as a collapsible stock if you don't have the right tube. And a lot of people buy the gun and they don't have the right tube. A lot of people buy the gun with the standard pistol grip stock on it, not the collapsible, and this tube's already on there. Certain models of Benelli M4s already have the 3-position tube on there underneath that non-skeletonized stock. And that's been that way for years. And then there's versions with the skeletonized stock on it that have the 1-position recoil tube and it won't move because it has the 1-position recoil tube. So the point of all this, it's kind of a public service video for people out there who are shopping for Benelli M4s, who have already bought an M4 and haven't called me yet, and maybe will discover this video. And it will also be something, this video will be something that in the future when people email me and say, hey, my stock won't collapse, I will send them to this video. This is the reason your stock won't collapse. It's the tube that your stock is hanging on. It's a 1-position tube. You need a 3-position tube. This part number, this is a hollow, if you can see that. I don't know if I can see, that's a hollow tube. You can see it with my skin in the background. Let me see if I can point it there. There, you can see my skin going through that tube, looking through that tube. There's my, there's my eye or my glasses. But anyway, this is part number 70130. Okay, this is one of the tubes that you could use. Now, the thing about this one is it's hollow. So all the components, the plunger and the seal ring and the recoil tube would have to come from your original gun and be put in this one. It's kind of a pain in the butt to change all that out, but it can be done. And a competent gunsmith can do it. A competent gun owner can do it. Somebody new to guns probably should let somebody else handle it. But this is part number 70130. I am sold out on these right now. I don't have any in stock. I just have this one for my purposes, but I don't have any of this particular tube. Then there's the assembly. This is just the 3-position recoil tube. Then there's the assembly, which includes the plunger and the seal ring and the recoil tube. The assembly, we actually, as of the date of this video, I've got some in stock. Both versions are hard to get. The assembly is part number 70043. Both versions are very difficult to get. Both versions are rare in a sense that finding them in the marketplace available and ready to go for you to purchase and have sent to you is uncommon. Here, as I record this video in December 2020, I think we have a handful on the website right now, but this is the problem you're having. It's not the, and if you go, like I said, I want you to understand, folks, when you go buy a collapsible, I have people, this has actually happened. I've had people go and buy this gun, the Benelli M4 with a skeletonized stock on there, but it has a 1-position tube. And they go to Gunbroker or they go to eBay and they pay $1,000 for a collapsible stock, they get it, and it still doesn't work. And they don't know why. And they feel cheated, and they feel confused, and they don't have answers. And that's when they call me, and it's like, you just spent $1,000 you didn't need to spend. You could have bought this tube. I think the assembly, the one with all the components on the inside, is about $275. Most places, somewhere in that ballpark, $200, $300, somewhere in there. The hollow one is, I think, between $150 and $250, somewhere in there, depending on what's going on. But they didn't need to spend. They didn't need that second collapsible stock. The gun on their the stock on their gun, the Scout Knife stock, is going to work. They just don't have the right tube. And so gun store clerks don't know this. If they do, it's a rarity. So that's the point of this video, right, folks, is for you to understand that when you buy the gun with the seemingly collapsible stock on there and then it won't collapse, it's your recoil tube. That's the only problem you're having, is the recoil tube. If you, that's it. That's it. Except for you folks in California. You folks in California, if you are buying a Benelli M4 and it has a seemingly collapsible stock on it, but it won't collapse, it probably does have a one-position tube on it, but it also is probably pinned. There's this myth going around that you can buy a California compliant skeleton knife stock for this gun. I've debunked that myth as far as my opinion is concerned. You can watch the video on that. I think it's playing around with a potential felony, but I'm not going to go into how to do anything with the California or with the gun in California. If you buy it, you're probably pinned, which means you could even put the 3-position tube on there, but as long as it's pinned, it's not going to collapse. Supposedly you can remove the pin, move it to another position, put the pin back. What does that make that gun? A collapsible stock. I don't see how it's California compliant. You can watch my other video for that. But guys out there, don't worry. If you've got a skeleton knife stock and it won't collapse, find the right recoil tube. Okay, you can call me here at Freedom Fighter Tactical. You can look around on the internet. Sometimes they pop up on Gun Broker or whatever, but this is what you need. This is the part you need, not a new collapsible stock. Don't spend another $1,000 and get disappointed. You need the recoil tube. Folks, I hope you all had a great week. I appreciate you watching the videos here at Freedom Fighter Tactical. I enjoy making them for you. I enjoy dispelling myths, trying to correct misunderstandings, and showing you about this gun, how to take things apart, how to put them back together so that you can be a competent and informed Benelli M4 gun owner. Be sure to like the video, hit that thumbs up down below, subscribe to the channel, reach out to me anytime. Phone number's on the website. It goes to my cell phone, and it has for like 12 years. I've answered the phone. The phone number on the website goes straight to my cell phone, so you do get me, and I'm happy to help you in any way I can. Folks, take care. Have a great day. Thank you for watching the video.